We're gonna go crazy over it. I now have less than 400 left. It will be a sellout, I promise you that. We're gonna move on to the Hubei. And Jay, I gave him a little treat to the story behind it, but I didn't spoil the entire story. But this is exciting. All right, here we go. We start off with very small Hubei stones in the back. You have a 2 3/4 inch sterling silver extender right there. It goes to very, very large stones down here. And this is genuine antique turquoise. So Jay, before this is sold out, I'd love you to, if you can, tell the story, because I think it's one of the best turquoise stories that you share with us.
Well, you know, the thing with Hubei, and everybody, I know that they've been seeing it. So I think that people hopefully are not thinking, well, you know, this is something that he's going to just have forever and I'll get it, you know, down the road. This is really what they call vintage. This is antique turquoise. But you know, what's really cool about this, that this was one of the first turquoises. This actually was the first turquoise commercially that ever came out of China. But it's really more of an American story than it is a China story. And it's if it wasn't for all the American miners from Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Nevada that actually developed this, they did, you know, they went in, they found the turquoise, and it was American miners, American lapidarists that actually showed them how to mine it, were able to bring it out and actually develop the market for it. Now, this turquoise that you're looking at here, this was mined in the late 70s or early 80s, and that's why they call it antique or vintage. Right. Hubei turquoise, of the top 5 collectible turquoises that are collectible, this is one of these. Do you know that I didn't have any of this material for almost 10 years? Right. Almost 10 years. 3 years ago, we got this incredible deal where we bought one of the original miners. We were able to get, and he's like in probably like his mid-80s. We were able to get his private collection, his private stash that nobody knew about it. Right. You see the photo on here? The little Chinese man, that's my good friend Simon. That's when he's in his 30s, okay? He's not in his 30s anymore. That's him at the miner. And that's those are 2 of the American miners that were with him. That's actually Hubei in the 70s, is what that is right there. Right. These are pictures of today, what it looks like. If you go through that door goes into the mine. But as Westerners, even the Chinese are not allowed to go into this area. It's all closed down. There's probably still turquoise in this mine, but they just don't allow them to mine it. This is probably one of the most recognizable and probably one of the more collectible turquoises you ever see from me. Now, here's the thing. We did that special project 3 years ago. We did a Today Special. Yep, I remember it. Remember you and I, we launched it. Yeah, it sold out by 2 in the morning. we sold that. I mean, you know, and it made us look really good, but the problem was then, Suzanne, they always want you to do that, right? Right. But the thing is with the Hubei, it's not like they're making any more of it. What you're seeing here in this necklace is just the last remaining rough material that we had from that collection. Well, and
you know what, Jay? Let's explain it this way, because years ago you did rainbow calsilica, right? And you kept saying it's going to go, it's going to go, guys. I don't have a source for any more of it. And a lot of people certainly didn't believe you, because, you know, they just didn't. We haven't seen that in how many years?
At least 3 or 4. And guess what? The only rainbow calsilica that I'm aware of, that I personally have, is in my private collection, my specimens that are on the wall in my man cave. Well,
and I think the Hubei, what happened 3 years ago is you hadn't seen Hubei forever. They reached out to you and said, hey, by the way, we found some. It was literally in one of those little tunnels in these big barrels, right? And he said, yeah, I'll take it. And so that's how we got a hold of Hubei after many years of no one seeing it. And then again, so just like the rainbow, it's the same story. When these are gone, they're gone, they're gone, they're gone. I mean, it could be, I mean, Jay, do you have any idea if there's any more left there that you didn't take 3 years ago?
Okay, well, let me just put it this way. When we got that 3 years ago, when they say miracles happened, that was a miracle. Right. I mean, a complete miracle to be able to actually be able to get that. Nobody even knew that there was any more that existed. And how it happened, you saw earlier before, my friend Simon, he's a member of the Chu family. The Chu family is the one that owned the Hubei mine. They're the ones that owned the Hubei mine. They were the ones who developed it. So this was one of his uncles, one of the original miners, the original owners of the Hubei mine. Well, nobody knew that this even existed. Simon had gone up to the mine, and they're doing this. They're doing a big museum. They're spending like $15 million on this museum, and because of the fact that he was one of the co-founders and actually developed the mine and was such a big part of it, right. They had invited him up, and then they're gonna do like a bronze statue of him. I mean, it's really a big deal, right? When he was up there, his uncle that was talking about his private stash, and they literally went in, and he had this like sealed off in this room, like in a kind of like a cave almost, and he was saving it. Now here's the thing, and I'll tell you, because on my mother's side of the family, that's where my mining genes come from. Right. All my mining relatives are on my mother's side of the family. I guarantee you, when they collect things and they bring things home, do you think that they bring bad stuff home, or do you think they keep the best of the best? Right. Right? Right. They keep the best of the best, right? And so that's what even made this so crazy. And, like even the best deal in the world was that we were able to get it at a price. As a Westerner, I never would have seen this, and I never would have been able to buy it. Right. So it was just a miracle of being able to get it. But I just want everybody to know, look, if you don't have Hubei in your collection, you might really want to consider doing this. This is highly collectible. It will not be around forever. I'm down to kind of the last of the material I have. In fact, the specimens that I have, that I always show on air, these specimens right here that you're looking at right here, I collected these in the 70s. Wow. These are actually from the 70s when I was buying this material and collecting this material. No kidding. So yeah, so wow. This actually comes from the 70s. Well, and if you look at that and look at what the necklace is, it's identical. Yeah. Well, and again, this is such an exciting opportunity. If you just love turquoise, if you want a great antique turquoise piece, if you want something really substantial, I want to show you the small, like it would be impressive if it was just Hubei and it was a whole series of the smallest little beads down here. Okay, that's the backside. But look at how voluptuous the beads get when you get towards the front. They gradually just get larger and larger. So you can see that's a substantial amount. Think for Hubei and how rare it is, even if you did a strand of small ones like this, that would be an incredible value. But to get all of this, and again, it's on sale, and it's important to note the 4 flex pay is only for today. I don't think this is even gonna last the hour. I know when you had your last Hubei piece, which was your last visit, it sold out with Adam. He had one Hubei necklace and everybody just went bonkers for it. Quite frankly, I was excited and I didn't believe we actually had Hubei in the show. I was like, it's Hubei. Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled because most of it's gone. There's only about 200 left now, so if you stand in line, you're getting yours, but do not miss out. This is you don't understand how special this is. And the world of turquoise collecting, of jewelry collecting, of gemstone collecting, this is one of those true miracles. I love how you referred to it, Jay. It is like a mini jewelry miracle that Hubei is even available, again, because it is so rare. And this was mined in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And here you're gonna be able to wear it today. Isn't that beautiful? All right, 287 are left. That's it. And then again, that will be sold out. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this piece because this